Happy Mabon, happy autumnal equinox, happy Libra season. This is a special medley collage kind of clip where I include spell work, a general collective reading including tarot and oracle cards, and I summon the gods and goddesses of Mabon. I give them an offering, all on your behalf, so we can truly celebrate and enjoy this autumnal equinox. I have here with me a candle. It's dual colored, red and black, because it stands for the perfect equilibrium between light and dark, daytime and nighttime, which is the energy of the equinox, and it's also the energy of the fair and balanced sign of Libra. So I'm going to light it up for you guys so we can truly activate the energy of this autumnal equinox. I have here my protector, Archangel Michael, and also the sign of the scales, the Libra, the scales of justice. I do hope that you will enjoy this clip. It's the first time I'm doing something like that. If you enjoy this type of videos, let me know, and I'll create some more for you for the upcoming winter solstice, spring equinox, then the summer solstice. Let's get to it. Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. It's such a pleasure to have you here with me today for a very special general reading and also ritual to celebrate Mabon and also the autumnal equinox. This is a massive energetic gateway. You guys know that we have energetic gateways naturally created through seasonal cycles, every equinox, every solstice, every eclipse, and also on the Lionsgate portal on the 8th of the 8th of each year. So this is a fantastic moment when things are going to be up in the air. Everything is going to feel like you're in transition, like you're in a liminal state. Decisions will be made, changes will happen, so go with the flow, my loves. Don't resist the blessings that are about to enter your life, and please, as much as possible, let go of the old. This equinox is happening at the same time as the sun is moving into the gorgeous sign of Libra, the justice bringer, and also we're having a new moon in Libra happening 24 hours to 48 hours from the moment when I'm releasing this video, depending on where you find yourself in the world. So it's a time of planting new seeds. It's a time of making a new set of intentions and launching new projects, new ideas, new relationships. But it might just well be that since this new moon and this equinox energy is opening up in a period when the majority of the planets in the sky at the moment at which I'm filming this reading are retrograde, it could be that people from the past, projects from the past, ideas, maybe some cultural roots, something connecting you to your ground, to your root, to something that offers you deep stability, is going to come back into your life for a fresh start, a fresh beginning. It could be a group of childhood friends. It could be one or two of your old schoolmates or classmates or old co-workers or a boss that you used to work with, an ex-lover or two, reconnecting with family members, relocating to the place that you call home. Anything of this nature is possible in this period. So paradoxically, we are bringing in new energies by reconnecting with the past. Pluto is still in Capricorn. It's still seeding this powerful energy related to our foundations, who we are, what is our integrity, what are our responsibilities. And the autumnal equinox is a beautiful moment to tap into the energy of your ancestors. And in this clip, I'm going to show you a couple of spells. I'm going to show you some protection tips. And I'm also going to do a really awesome reboxing clip towards the end of this video, which was inspired by one of you. We chatted yesterday on Instagram and somebody said, I actually mentioned that I'll be moving out. I'm relocating to another place in this period. So for me, Mabon means moving out. Ha ha ha. And somebody on Instagram suggested, one of my crew members suggested that I do a reboxing clip for you. So I've attached in the last portion of this video just a small collage I put together regarding how I am repackaging some of my tarot and oracle decks. So you can skip over that, you don't have to watch it, but for those of you that are into that kind of a thing, it's at the end of this clip. I have time-stamped everything down below, so I hope you can enjoy a beautiful collage medley that I am preparing for you in this video today. Okay, all that being said, let me introduce to you the gods and goddesses that I feel speak loudly to this Mabon energy. So I have selected them not necessarily based on the traditional classical gods of the autumnal equinox, but I tapped into Libra energy, which also happens to be my comfort zone because I have a south node in Libra and it is conjunct my ascendant. So I'm very familiar with this energy. It's strongly activated by the sun at the moment. And I just felt like I needed Libra symbols, Libra gods and goddesses. So you will see here a medley of gods and goddesses. I also wanted them to be culturally diverse because I know that my crew is culturally diverse, and I wanted to give you all an option to reconnect with a god or a goddess, or to connect for the first time, that speaks to maybe your cultural heritage, maybe your roots, maybe your racial background, okay? Celebrate where you come from, celebrate who you are, celebrate your uniqueness. And this is the hope and the intention which I have selected these gods for you. So what I will do now is that I will introduce them to you. We have here the green man, a symbol of abundance. We have Ma'at, the Egyptian goddess of justice. We have the peacekeeper, a Native American symbol of fraternity and sorority. And the key tag is let go of the need to be right, so make peace. We have here the Yoruban goddess Oya, the goddess of winds and self-expression. And we also have here the Jade Emperor, a supreme being that brings a lot of organization, structure, and a flurry of administrative duties that are going well in your life. So I hope that you can find a god or a goddess that you can tap into, or that you listen to the next portion, which is I'm going to read you a little bit what each of these gods and goddesses are doing, how you can work with their energy, what are their special skills, and why should you summon them. So before I jump into summoning and invoking the energies of the gods and reading you the messages, I just want to explain the decor. I have here some offerings for the gods, because you know that whenever we summon somebody from the world beyond the veil, whenever we work with higher order energies, we should pay our respects, give them something in return, even if it's just symbolically. So I have here some homemade jam with autumnal fruits. So we have here mulberries and blueberries and some sprinkles of coconuts. And I prefer to make it myself because I know exactly what I can put into it. So I'm offering this to the gods, something sweet, so that sweetness can be mirrored back into your lives. I'm also offering them some red wine, my favorite type of wine, and I went to great lengths to choose a wine that has the label of an angel. It's actually called Seraphim, and I thought that it was so well fitting to this energy. I want to invoke the energy of the angels. I have here the symbol of the scales to bring in Libra energy. As you guys know, this represents the astrological symbol of Libra. And of course, I have a plate full of autumnal delights. So I have grapes, I have some walnuts, and I have some cheese. I chose some camembert. That's one of my favorite cheeses as well. So just to offer this plate full of riches, abundance, and prosperity to the gods, so that they can mirror this energy back to us. So thank you so much for being here, higher order entities. I summon you now. Please give messages of hope and encouragement for the collective, for my beautiful, multicultural, unique group of individuals. Thank you so much, my soul family, for being here. Now let's get into the invocation part. So the green man, who is he? Walk through any rural area in the Glastonbury and Cornwall areas of Britain, and you might see a leafy face appearing up through the ground itself. In churches in Spain and France, his features appear carved into the columns. In Wales, his face appears carved into the trees. Entwined with curling vines, the very essence of growth and fertility, the green man crosses many cultures and countries. His is perhaps one of the oldest energies, that of the glorious abundance of the earth and its plants. Lord of the woods, forests, gardens, and all that grows there, the green man has vitality and renewal flowing through his foliate body. What a beautiful energy, guys. In the Wiccan tradition, the green man is related to the horned god and is often used to represent the divine masculine. The gods Cernunnos, Pan, and even Osiris are also considered close energetic relations. There is a very strong birth, death, rebirth, and he's starting to move, which is a good sign, good, aspect to the green man, mimicking the natural flow of life. Should the green man unfurl in your life, know that growth is underway and is bound to bring with it prosperity in all things. The deep energies of the earth are at work to help you co-create the green that you want, whether that is health, success in school, or even wealth. The green man also fosters the feelings of enthusiasm and passion and works side by side with you as things expand, transform, and grow. Ask yourself, what is it that you wish to grow? What seeds need to be sown? Are you focused on school and academics, or is this a time you want to focus on creating beautiful art or writing? Whatever it is, the green man can help you create in abundance. The green man also signals a feeling of unstoppable exuberance. This in itself is pleasurable, but sometimes we cannot stop. It is a wild and sometimes dark energy. In this darker aspect, the green man is a trickster of the dark lord of all he surveys. Step into the most untamed forest or the thick bush and we still feel a fear of all that is wild and alive. Sometimes we fear prosperity and our own growth in the same way. Sometimes we crave too much abundance, letting it take over our lives. So now we are going to summon, following the presentation of who the green man is. I hope that you have a clearer picture. Now we are going to summon him into the reading today. Green, green, my heart it beats. Green, green, you who are the sound of my footfall in the forest, hear my prayer tonight. You who are the nectar, roots, and flowers, feel my prayer tonight. You who grow straight and honest, you who seed and live and die, you who rise from the compost, speak your word tonight. Green, green, my heart it beats. Green, green, green man, come forth. Green man, run forth. Green man, meet me. Green, green. God bless, so may it be. Thank you, green man, for showing up for me and my collective here today. Let's go now to Ma'at and see the special message that she has. The Egyptian goddess of justice. Ma'at rules over all things related to truth and justice, so you'll be gaining fair treatment for whatever it is that you're seeking. Ma'at is usually the one that weighs the soul of man against the feather of justice. And if your life was lived well, then you tend to go into Duat, the Egyptian underworld, with a very sprightly, light heart. And if the feather is as light as your heart, then you gain entry into the underworld and you get to sit by Osiris's side. On the contrary, if you lived a nasty life and you did a lot of wrong towards the people around you, your heart is heavy and burdened by shame and guilt and regret, which means that instead of actually entering the underworld and sitting by Osiris's side, you're going to have to be thrown into the jaws of the monster Tiamat, who is going to try to destroy that ego, and it's going to try to eat up all your shame and regret so that you may be incarnated with a purer soul, and you'll have to go at it again. You'll have to try again to live with a much more lighter heart. So Ma'at is summoned here today to honor the energies of Libra season, the airy Venus, the one that is considered by many to be the iron fist in the velvet glove. Thank you, Ma'at, for being here for the higher benefit of all beings involved. Now we're going to move on to the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Let go of arguments. Let go of fights. Bring peace into your life. You deserve peace. Your heart deserves to rest. Tenderness and a soft way to approach things can win you more in life than a forceful, domineering, or harsh approach. The Peacekeeper is a wise Native American woman who has been influenced by white buffalo woman. She holds a peace pipe, we see it here, which is emblematic of surrendering the need to fight and offering harmony instead. She is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat and to stand up for what she believes in and what is right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. Your deeper soul message from the Peacekeeper is: you may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. Pick your battles. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted upon you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you, dear soul. And the Peacekeeper is here to facilitate this process. And behind the Peacekeeper, we see the beautiful buffalo animal spirit, a symbol of utmost strength and connection to the land and grounding and gentleness. As fierce as the buffalo looks like, they are incredibly gentle, peaceful creatures. So you too can embody these characteristics in this period: steadfast determination and peacemaking abilities, negotiating yourself out of tension and paranoia and into prosperity and harmony. This is basically speaking as well to the current energies that we have in the skies, the South Node in Scorpio and the North Node in Taurus. So the energy is a lot about obsessively flowing in the direction of prosperity and peace, Taurus. And now, speaking of prosperity and peace and deeper moral guidance, we have here Oya. Isn't she gorgeous? So, let's see her gift to you. Oya, the Yoruban goddess of the storms and winds, is urging you to use your own powerful wind to lift up your voice. Speak now and speak up. Speak with compassion and honesty, and you shall prevail. In this chaos, your words are important. They matter. Your words carry weight. Use them wisely before you start jumping into impulsive actions. Communicate from a rational, calm, peaceful place, and everything you want shall be yours, and you will be able to manage and navigate through the stormy winds of change with so much passion and a lot of prosperity. I feel that we are living in times of extreme social chaos, but still we can make the choice each day to show up from a place of integrity, compassion, and peacefulness. You do matter, and the way you behave and the way you speak and the way you think matters in this world and can change the surrounding reality around you. So trust Oya to give you this courage to use your voice during changing times. Thank you so much, Goddess Oya, for showing up for us today, for mine and my crew's highest good. And then finally, we have the Jade Emperor. I feel like these are such blessed energies. I feel like crying almost. I hope that this is also sending to you guys this wave of possibility and abundance and prosperity. Or at least I hope it's making you feel peaceful and relaxed. So who is the Jade Emperor? Let's meet him. The Jade Emperor, or the Heavenly Grandfather, as he is also known, is one of the most beloved and most courted of the Chinese Taoist gods because of his benevolent protection and supreme organizing ability. As a young deity, the Jade Emperor wandered the earth, humbly helping humans make sense of the world. He taught them how to manage their settlements and their sorrows. To protect the humans, he also defeated the negative energies referred to as demons. Although he possesses a loving energy more than that of a fighter, there are many accounts of the Jade Emperor retreating back to himself to gather his energy and strength in order to have the knowledge and power needed to conquer significant evil energies. And speaking about purifying evil energy, since we're speaking of jade as well, I have here a dark green jade, which we'll place in front of the Jade Emperor as an offering to him. Under his leadership are assistants who assure his Wu Wei, the natural, effortless action, is adhered to. These assistants are ordered according to departments, with different gods as the head of each department, but all take authority from the Jade Emperor. Should the Jade Emperor enter your realm, it may be time to reorganize, rearrange, and reorder some part of your life. Planning is a key part of getting your desires met. Don't view it as a chore, but as something exciting. It leads you to where you most wish to be. Do you need to plan your schedule more effectively? Do you have too many assignments to write, or are your extracurricular activities keeping you so busy you feel hectic? If you have a job, is it difficult to find the time to do everything? Can you not decide what path you want to take because too many seem to be clamoring for attention? Writing things out, planning your time, and organizing your thoughts and actions will help, and the Jade Emperor can assist you with all of this. Having a clear and workable environment enables you to achieve much more in less time as well. Creating some simple systems can increase your flow for positive energies such as prosperity and creativity. So take this opportunity with this autumnal equinox to streamline your life under the guidance of the Jade Emperor. You can be too structured, however, which can limit your creativity and your ability to be spontaneous. So this is the cautionate message of the Jade Emperor's energy. The shadow side of this god is that you can have too much order in your life, too much rigidity for you to be who you really are. Be mindful in regards to the rules that you set for yourself and ensure you are being healthily lenient with yourself when you can. Balance is key. Yeah. Libra season. Yeah. Stretch out, reach out, and open for the Wu Wei. Now, we are going to summon the energies of the Jade Emperor, and with his energy, we are going to wrap up this invocation. So, we are urged to light a stick of incense. So I'm going to burn some white sage as we are saying his invocation. I humbly call upon you, Jade Emperor. Noble Emperor, every place has a place. Noble Emperor, every item has a home. Noble Emperor, Heavenly Grandfather, make sense out of chaos. Transform and order. Allow me to discard cleanly and treasure things carefully. God bless. So may it be. Thank you so much for showing up for us today, Heavenly Grandfather. I feel so blessed to have such a wonderful collective and to have shared these godlike energies with you today. What I am going to do now is that since we have this wonderful, wonderful divine energies at hand, I'm going to put the offerings to the side and we are going to get into the tarot and oracle decks that I have pre-selected for you today here. We are going to find out what messages from the tarot and oracle cards need to come through. And the tarot decks and the oracle decks that I have selected have witchy qualities. I wanted to see what the witches have to say because Mabon is their celebration, and I honored them as a white witch, as a light worker. I see myself as part of this witchy legacy. So let's bring out the witches, let's bring out the White Witch Tarot, let's bring out Roses and the Angelarium deck to see what messages we need to hear for the collective moving forward during these chaotic times. I am going to raise a cup of wine as well to the beautiful gods at hand. Thank you for being here. We honor you with so much reverence and so much gratitude. God bless. And now I have here my selenite sword, which protects us from negative energies to enter through. Let's begin. Let's see what messages. So from the White Witch Tarot, dear witches, what is the guiding energy of this autumnal equinox? What does the collective need to know? Oh my God! Justice! We got Libra energy right on the table. This is Ma'at performing what she knows best because we talked earlier. We summoned her. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It gives me a very good indication that our summoning is working. When you do it from your heart, when you do it with reverence and respect, things do work. So we have here Justice. You will be given a wonderful lucky break. Karma will be lifted off your shoulders, oh burdened soul. You will actually have a fair outcome to whatever it is that you have been struggling with in your life. Your health will return to you if it was low. Respect will return to you if it was not given. Love will have a fair and square outcome. You will be able to get out of a toxic situation. You will be able to be together with the person you want if you guys were separated. Justice. A sum of money will be returned to you. The efforts of your kind heart and compassionate natures have not gone unnoticed. You will get a form of reward. In whatever way, shape, or form it will arrive. It could be a good friend. It could be a sum of money. It could be a certificate, or people like noticing you all of a sudden, more love, more compliments, a sense of peace, a sense of life is good now. Life is good. I can make ends meet. I feel hopeful. I feel connected to the divine. So Justice, this is the prevailing energy of this autumnal equinox, Libra energy right on the table here. Okay, so let's see from the Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle. Witches, we summon you now. What do we need to know? This powerful equinox energy. Oh my goodness, the cards are speaking so beautifully. So we see here, we talked about ancestors and summoning ancestors or summoning gods and goddesses that speak to your cultural roots. Here we have the confirmation. They hiss a quivering so deep, only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill walking upon the spine. You are guarded and protected. There is an ancestor that is fighting the good fight on your behalf. All you need to do is acknowledge them, light a candle, give them some jam or some fruits or some candy, drink a glass of wine or spill some wine on the floor as a symbol that you hear them, that you see them, that you feel them, and that you're grateful for their protection. There is somebody with an axe hacking negative energies on your behalf right now in this moment. Somebody that you might not see. This is protection from the world beyond the veil. Your ancestors, your tribe, everything that sings in your blood and that you can connect to, especially in moments of stillness and solitude, is fighting the good fight on your behalf. You are protected, beloved. You are protected. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The voice of your ancestors is on your side. And we also have here number 3. And number 3 to me is the number of communication. It represents Mercury, Gemini energy. And this is a lot about having the strength and the courage to speak up on behalf of your tribe, your community, your ancestry. So don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be ashamed. Don't let people bully you into thinking that there's something wrong with you being the way you are. There's something wrong with your facial features or skin color or heritage. No, there's nothing wrong with that. You are bold, beautiful. You're a fighter. You're a survivor. And the ancestors stand with you, my love. Wow, I feel like crying. This is such a powerful message. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's see. We continue now with the Witch's Oracle. What messages need to come through, dear witches? We summon you now. What messages need to come through? Oh, we got 2. Very clear. The cloak, camouflage, unseen things, the unknown. We have here the spirit animal of the crow, and we also have the fox. So, oh, we have also some, I think there are some sheep in the distance. So, white sheep, fox, and crows are either symbols through which your ancestors reveal themselves to you in this period, but I also feel that these are your guiding animal spirits. Whenever you spot either of these 3 animals, it's a sure indication that spirit is winking at you, letting you know you're protected, and letting you know that whatever messages we're discussing here today, they're coming through for you. Cloak. This is about going within, feeling cozy. It's also about protecting your energy. The mirror, perception, wow, and number 11, which is a grand master number of new beginnings, manifesting something new, creating your reality in a different way than what it is that you've experienced so far. 2 hearts turned on their heads. If we flip the card, we see them reflecting one another. We see pearls, which to me represent the moon. They speak of this selenite energy that we have here, the flower of life, the grid of life. This pearlescent energy. So, the protection you want to see around you, or the protection you need in this world, is mirrored back at you. You are seeking protection while you are actually acting as a protector for other people in the world. You are going at the moment through a deep rebirth. We have the phoenix bird, which is a symbol of scorpionic energy, the season that comes right after Libra energy, the beautiful, beautiful maiden that seems a little bit camouflaged at the moment. And this speaks volumes to the relationship of the sun in Libra regarding the 10th square that it will make, especially towards the end of the month, with Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto in Capricorn is a lot about the land, the earth, the environment, resources, money, power at work, foundations, the skeleton of society, the institutions that we have created and what we tend to rely upon. It speaks about our integrity, our responsibilities, and how we father other people around us, no matter what gender we are. And Libra season is actually about lighthearted communication, ballrooms, celebrations, coming together to sign marriage contracts, business deals, having some sort of a win-win situation. I give you something in exchange for you giving me something back. We are finding through our negotiations a mutually pleasing outcome. This speaks about efforts towards peacekeeping, towards restabilizing portions of society that have been thrown into chaos. So I see that if you live in the world in a region that is at the moment suffering a lot of social, political, and economical tensions, and very few regions in the world are exempt from tension at the moment, I see that a lot of important communications, a lot of new rules are going to be established with this autumnal equinox in the next coming 2 to 3 months. By Scorpio season, there will be this massive rebirth of strength and power given back to the collective. So, hold heart, okay? Be brave. Cloak yourself when the situation requires it. Mask some of your intentions as you work in silence on your power, on regaining your power as well. Now let's see from the Shaman's Oracle, what energies do we have? Who wants to come through? Who is protecting? The journeyer. Travel might be involved as you're moving from one energetic stream to the other, as you're leveling up in life. You need to gather the appropriate tools and you need to make a plan in order to reach further prosperity, in order to grow towards a region that feels more hopeful, more peaceful, or to create more peace around yourself. I see here an angel, a protective energy, a being of light that is entering your life with a message. You will receive good news. There is more information coming your way that will set you free. The journeyer is a travel companion. It journeys with you across time and space, but also it journeys back into the past, forward into the future. It journeys up towards the heavens, down into the world of the underground. It brings into being the old addendum, as above, so below, as within, so without. So it helps you balance movement, travel, mobilization, transport in this period will help you balance yourself out. So take advantage. If you can travel, if you can relocate, choose movement over stagnation in this period. This is what the journeyer is saying, and it's also saying that it's providing you with a safety companion, that you will be protected as you travel, so don't be afraid to make a leap of faith. Now let's see from the Oracle of Roses, who wants to come through for us? Who wants to come through for us? Wow, too many cards. I'm sorry, but it will keep us here the whole day. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the first two that dropped. Wow, so we have here the Alchemist. This is part of the Modern Garden Rose collection, and it's called Mademoiselle Caroline Testu. This is her rose. So pink, romance, romantic news. This is number 40, and 4 to me is the number of Jupiter, great Jove, Zeus energy. So it's growth, it's good luck, it's the wheel of fate spinning in your favor, and there is something romantic, something deeply happy that will enter your life. Maybe some good news. Maybe somebody will ask you out on a date. You will reconnect with an ex. You'll be suddenly invited out for a romantic evening. Keep your heart open, and if truly you want to manifest this in your life, it's coming together. Alchemy is created by blending water magic with fire magic. So this could talk about a meeting between a fire sign and a water sign. The water signs are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and the fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And look what we have here. Next to the Alchemist is the Advocate. This card has been popping up so many times since I got this deck, and the Advocate is actually the personality type described by Myers-Briggs as INFJ. Coincidentally, I also happen to be an INFJ, so you are hearing this reading from a person that is an INFJ, and we see my energy appearing here on the table through this card, but you could be one too. So that means we're combining our special energies here today. And I say special because INFJs, INTJs are some of the rarest personality types in the world. We're very weird and very difficult to understand, but also quite lovable and imaginative. So we have here the Louise Van Hoot Rose. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We have here potentially a connection, a love connection that will happen between a romantic and a passionate individual. It could even be a same-sex situation in certain cases. The Advocate is firmly wanting to fight for what they believe in, and the Alchemist uses opposites energies, the energy of contradictory elements like water and fire, which normally you would think they cannot blend, but actually when you manage to blend them through esoteric practices, they create magic, they create beauty, they make the impossible seem possible and manageable. So it could be that you're about to enter into a connection where you are the alchemist and your partner is the advocate, or vice versa. I do feel that this coming autumn period or springtime, if you live in the southern hemisphere, is going to bring you a deeply nourishing, balanced, romantic and passionate connection. So say yes to a new opportunity to love that could enter your life. Gorgeous energy. I love these roses. Now I want to see from the Angelarium who is the angel that is guiding over us. And I think I'm also going to turn the camera lower a bit so you can see who is the angel. A lot of angels, as you can see. We have here, okay, this is not really an angel, it's an emanation of the Hebrew tree of life in the Kabbalah, the Sephirot. We have here Gevura, the left hand of God, judgment. So we see here that karma is being unleashed. There are karmic events at hand. I see this as Libra energy again, the judge, the firm, fair, equivocal ruler of situations. A person that uses words and the rule of law to make decisions that should benefit both parties involved or more than one party involved. It might be that the outcome to some situation might not be the one you want, but it will be the just one. It will be the one that you need to answer to, pay to, or receive retribution from, depending on which side of the fault line you might find yourself. So Gevura is here handing out justice. Now, let's see. We have as well, oh, gorgeous, we have Hesed. And this is the right hand of God, empathy. So it's beautiful because we have here the ethics of justice and the ethics of compassion. They're working together. It's almost like we have the logic of kindness, which sometimes doesn't fit with the logic of justice. But then the logic of justice intervenes to help protect those of us who are forgiving, compassionate, and ultimately very generous with those around us. So that kindness is not being taken advantage of, but also justice is not being distributed without some form of heart connection as well, because justice can actually be quite cruel sometimes. So we have here a perfect balancing of left and right, masculine and feminine, ethics of justice, ethics of compassion, heart and head. Gorgeous. It speaks so much of this dual energy of the equinox, light and dark. We then have Shatel, the angel of silence, that descends upon us to bring us a lot of stillness and peace. When Shatel descends, everything goes quiet. It's like that kind of quiet on an afternoon when it's snowing so deeply. You can literally hear the snowflakes falling one on the other, and you can just hear like the sound of snow crackling a little bit underneath your feet, but everything else seems to be suspended in a pure kind of environment, in an environment that seems somehow contained within itself. So Shatel descends to bring stillness. If things are not moving forward with a bang, appreciate the silence, appreciate the peace. Oh my goodness. And we have another emanation from the tree of life. This is the heart. This is the center, Tiferet. This is beauty. This is love. This is understanding. It's just gorgeous energy. Wow, you're walking into something so fantastic because there is some sort of alchemical process happening. A lot of you have been working so hard in the last 2 years to balance your energies out, to balance the divine feminine with the divine masculine, to forgive, to heal. You are just going to enter into a much more balanced period of your life. Believe it or not, even in the chaos surrounding society at the moment, there will be balance, there will be justice created for you, and Shatel is here to bring us utmost silence and reverence. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, wow, I'm so happy I did this reading for you guys today. The final card I want to pull is from the Priestess of Light. I want to summon her to work with light energies. Let's see her final word on this autumnal equinox reading I'm doing for the collective. Let's see what messages. I'm going to pick just the first card that dropped. Precognition, psychic ability, and future vision. Number 13. Some cultures would consider 13 to be an unlucky number, but we are reclaiming a lot of the things that throughout history have been considered unlucky or shameful, such as the number 66, which is actually the number of Venus, Aphrodite, and the church blamed and made us to think that it is the number of sin and the devil, because traditionally women's hotness and women's beauty was labeled as something nefarious, when it cannot be further from the truth. It is Gaia energy. It is divine mother, divine sexuality, and utmost fertility. So we're reclaiming the number 13 and we are making it our lucky number in this period. My father, I can tell you guys a short story. My father is actually a Libra Sun. He's going to celebrate his birthday quite soon. And he was born on the 13th of October on a Friday. So he was born on the day of Freya, Aphrodite, and Venus. And Venus rules his sun because he is a sun in Libra. And he was born on the 13th. So Friday the 13th, if you guys know the scary movie, tends to be like this omen that something bad will happen to you. But I can tell you guys that my dad is an incredibly lucky man. He's been through really harsh things throughout his life. He survived communism together with my mom. And nonetheless, he is here and he's healthy, and God bless. I hope he gets to live many more years following from now. So number 13, I can tell you from my own personal experience, it is a lucky number. And I feel that a lot of you are waking up to this precognition ability. Good. It's 44:44 when I am ending this reading. I don't have anything else to say. I feel very called to end the reading here. Here are the cards so you can have a really good look at them. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to stick around for the other clips that I have attached to this reading. I hope you will enjoy them. So now I'm going to show you how to find out if somebody is sending you negative energy, if somebody's trying to hex you. What you need to do is you need to take a clear glass container. It needs to be something that doesn't have stickers on it, just pure. It has to be pure and reflective. So find a glass container, just a simple glass, just a simple cup that has no stickers or no other markings on it will be sufficient. Fill it with water as I filled mine here, and then what you need to take is 2 matchsticks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take these matchsticks, put them in between your palms, and right on top of the bowl, careful that you don't let them drop in, you are going to start rubbing them. Rub, rub, rub. Okay. Rub, rub, rub. And then all of a sudden, let them go. Okay, good. So the whole point is that if you see these 2 matchsticks in this pattern intersecting or just touching themselves very strongly, then this means that you are in need of protection, because this is the universal sign of protection. So it means that somebody is indeed hexing you. So if the 2 matchsticks crisscross in any way, shape, or form, or touch each other very strongly, that means there is somebody who is sending you some negative energy. The way in which the pattern fell, it's like they touched, but it wasn't actually crossing one another. So it could be that there is some sort of negative energy being thrown my way in this period, but it's nothing that will harm me. Now, if you see it in this way, this means that you're strongly protected. It means that there's no malevolent energy coming your way. You want to see the 2 sticks just floating around parallel to each other, or just minding their own business. Okay, so this is a very quick, short way. It's not costly at all. You can do it at any moment of the day, in your home, at work, wherever you find 2 matchsticks and a clear bowl of water or a clear glass of water, and just to check in to see whether somebody's sending you negative energy. Okay, so what happens if you actually got hexed? First of all, I want you to get a white candle and light it up. It will be really important to check the direction of the flame. If it's burning bright and high, that means you're on the path towards melting the hex. Now, the next step that I want you to take into consideration is get your favorite crystals. I like to keep mine in a wooden box with some salt sprinkled on top of them. I usually like to take my bullseye, it's red tiger's eye stone, on a silver string, and I immediately wear it. It's really important that you wear crystals such as hawk's eye, or you have here cat's eye, tiger's eye as well. These are stones that are highly protective. And of course, black tourmaline. Be careful with black tourmaline because it dissolves in water. Make sure that the string is silver and that it has no knots, because knots again show that you are being hexed. So make sure that you untie any knots, unbind any negative energy your way, wear it, and you are protected. In addition, another way that you can cleanse the hex is by burning some white sage or palo santo. I have here some white Californian sage. I light it up, I blow it so that it starts smoking, and I smoke myself according to as above, so below, as within, so without, and the 4 directions, north and south, east and west. I also pour it around myself, so make sure that your back is covered as well. We tend to neglect our back. Inhale the smoke. It's super good for you. Make sure that you don't bring it too close to your nose, but make sure that you at least take deep breaths, and you are protected. There you go, you've been smoked. Say a prayer as well. It's super important that you connect to the divine and that you take the binding off. Another way in which you can protect yourself is by drawing sigils. I have here the power symbol. Make sure that you actually draw the sigil. A wand can really help you create the sigil, and make sure that you draw a circle where you say at the end, so mote it be, it is done. Here's the protection symbol. So it's a bit of a complex one, but draw it. You will not regret it. Make sure that you draw all the 3 lines and all the little archways, all the 2 circles. The way in which you can draw these sigils is with pen and paper, or you can use a wand to just draw them in the air. Again, close the circle, so mote it be, it is done. You are protected. Another way is to get some sort of animal-shaped white jade symbol, or I have here my obsidian ball. What I like to do is to put it on a little pedestal, a wooden pedestal, and to sleep with them next by my bedside so that I'm protected while I rest. You can also use normal obsidian. I have here snowflake obsidian. Any form of obsidian is amazing. Another thing you can do after you've done all of these protection rituals, take a pendulum. I have here a smoky quartz one, and rotate it. Ask the pendulum, am I cleansed? If it rotates in this direction, it is a yes. If it rotates back and forth, it is a no. So you might need to repeat some of the things we have just mentioned. Now, another thing that you can do is work with runes. I have here Algiz, the rune of protection. I have here Uruz, the rune of strength. And I really like Sovilo, the rune of the sun, because I'm a light worker and I like anything related to solar light or sun. You can take your favorite knife, your atame, or I have here my trusted Swiss knife, and carve that specific rune you have chosen for protection into the white candle you have previously lit to activate it with extra magic. Yeah, I'm trying to do a pretty good job, but you can do so much better. Finally, what I need to tell you is that your faith is the most protective thing ever. If you pray, if you're strongly connected to the divine, nothing can hex you or curse you for too long. this clip, I will put some of my tarot and oracle decks back into their boxes. Enjoy! I'm gonna let the music lead the way as you look at these tarot decks.
Bye.